just for you, my curtain, we're back to a new regular show review, and we are beginning the review series on the new regular show Lost Tapes. Yes, with the first episodes here, and I can just say absolutely amazing. And it starts absolutely amazing with the afterlife, which is basically their version of heaven, I would just say. I can tell. And yeah, it starts with Pops. Yeah, because Pops sacrificed himself at the end of the original show. And yeah, he is getting ready for another day. And yeah, we see all the different houses. And yeah, different people like Anti-Pops actually somehow managed to make it to the afterlife. And yeah, we see, different cool references to past episodes as well from the original show. Absolutely love of different characters and stuff. And then he gets ready for his favorite pastime, and that is the regular show tape, which he puts on, and yeah, seeing his friends and laughing as well, and seeing different parts from different episodes of the original show as well, until yeah, something is going wrong with the tape. And yeah, it starts smoking. And yeah, it gets all ruined. Which he's trying to fix it with tape. And it ends up in the toilet. Which yeah, this is not looking good for Pops. But then we see this girl, which he's neighbors to, has this guy that is offering her a deal. Which, yeah, of course Pops comes over to her. And yeah, this guy takes different memory tapes and basically gives them a way to be able to stream their memories. And of course, he is offering to do it for Pops as well. But Pops doesn't want to lose his tape. And this guy seems very weird, I would say. But then he's like, if you change your mind, just give us a call. And yeah, we see the card, the future of remembering the past. And then yeah, he goes to this desk, figuring out a way if he can get another copy. But apparently, you only get one copy once you arrive at the afterlife. Which, yeah, he decides to go to this record-keeping department. And, yeah, this guy, of course, saying that he's not qualified to try to fix the tapes. And trying to offer Pops some... But, of course, Pops is just wanting to have his tape fixed. And, of course, he's begging the guy, like, he doesn't want to forget his friends. But, yeah, he goes to the back of the store and sees all these different tapes. And then it seems like he's found one, but it's not the one that he was looking for. And then he falls. But then he's rescued by this guy, this Frisbee-like guy, which he got this injury. And he's actually willing to help with Pops to find... Because, yeah, this guy is also trying to find his tape of memories as well. And, yeah, there's just searching. And he then finds that they're being watched by this weird guy and trying to play this weird creature, and trying to play this tune. Which, then they see this weird machine, which, yeah, grabs or takes the different memories and pretty much ruins them and turns them to shreds, which then they find Pops's basket, which they're going to have to try to find a distraction. And yeah, he just throws the lollipops, and yeah, these guards are very not smart, but it's empty. And then we see these other tapes, and this is pretty much implying what the regular show Lost Tapes. Why it's called regular show Lost Tapes. Because these are lost tapes of never before seen moments, episodes of regular show. And yeah, he grabs them. And yeah, we see this guy's still licking the lollipops. And then take this fanny pack looking thing to put the tapes in. And the guy sees his tape, which gets shredded. And yeah, he takes out the guys and helps Pops find his way back. And yeah, he gets back to the house, and he opens the tapes, revealing the tapes, and he puts it in, and we see the first the first episode, which this is. Yeah, the first episode. And then it skips Luau and doing the classic opening of the show. And yeah, Rigby and Mordecai are getting ready to go to Skip's Luau. And yeah, Skips is making some hamburgers for the Luau. And Benson is like, he's bringing a +1, which he's got this motorcycle. And then Mordecai and Rigby are going out of control and almost hitting Benson's motorcycle, but causing a mess. And of course, Benson is yelling at them, taking away their driving privileges, and and telling them if they don't pick up this trash, then they're fired, of course, and to not see them at the luau until the trash is picked up. And he's like, here, we'll just take this bike. And he's like, I just told you, no wheels. And then explaining other different things, and it's like, no wheels. And then whatever this thing is, which, yeah, he's wondering, like, what is... like, he's, again, just not... in general, no wheels. Again, doing it or you're fired. And then, of course, yeah, this is going to take forever for them. And they're like, let's just get burgers somewhere else. But Skips is telling them, these are not the burgers they want to miss. And he's like, 2 words, pineapple. Yeah, he puts pineapple on his hamburger. And they're like, okay, we got to get those burgers. And yeah, trying to drag the bags around and find his wheelbarrow. But, of course, yeah, it don't have no wheels. Because he took the wheels. And he gets a phone call from this girl. Obviously, you know, this is, of course, not messing with the ending, or the perfect ending from the original show. So, obviously, it's not Pam, right? This is obviously before. These episodes are, again, these episodes from the lost tapes that, you know, Pops found are obviously before the whole finale. So, yeah. These take place before the whole events that we saw from, you know, at the end of the original show. So yeah, do want to remind y'all that. But yeah, of course, then Ridley starts eating this pudding cup out of the trash, and then they send in 600 pudding tops for a free hovercraft plan for fun. And then, yeah, they find so many, which, did they just, like, I hope they at least ate the pudding cup, or pudding from the pudding cups, and not just wasted the pudding. Which, yeah, they give all the pudding tops, and they get the hovercart craft plan. Yeah, they think it was false advertising, because they thought they were actually going to get an actual built hovercraft, but no, they have to build their own hovercraft. Which, yeah, seems like it fails, but then Muscle Man and High Five Ghost help them. And, yeah, really good bros, I would say. And, yeah, they look very good, I would say. And then, of course, obviously, we see the symbol, which catches the FBI's attention. And they believe that it's alien sightings, of course. And, yeah, they get all the trash, and, of course, the FBI is investigating. And see this light, which again they're believing is aliens, and then part of this pudding falls out, and they think is part of aliens. And then they send in a jet to go out after them. And yeah, we see everybody at the luau, Eileen and Margaret, and Pops and Muscle Man and High Five Ghost, and Benson with his motorcycle trying to impress this girl. And yeah, this guy comes on the shore from a surfboard bringing the pineapples. And yeah, Benson just sprang some stuff in his mouth. And yeah, the jet goes over to Mordecai and Rigby, and again, believing that they're aliens when they're not, and trying to play this music to them. And of course, even shooting them down, shooting the hovercraft as well, which they're trying to escape. And Muscle Man lights a fuse that sets off a firework, and they dodge a missile. And yeah, Pops is really loving those burgers. I mean, I probably wouldn't have mine with a pineapple on it. I'm not really much of a pineapple person, but I think a regular hamburger from Skips, I would definitely like. And yeah, Benson is still spraying stuff in his mouth, and yeah, of course the girl is like, "You got some pineapple on your mouth," and right before they're about to kiss, of course, yeah, Mordecai and Rigby lose control, and they end up falling down, crashing, and Rigby hits the switch that shows to suck everything in, and yeah, then the hovercraft gets blasted, and of course they say that is a false alarm, and the guy just punches his fist into the glass, like, yeah, that wasn't smart of him, and of course this guy comes that was chasing them, and yeah, steals Benson's girl, and of course he's like, "You're gonna leave me for this guy?" And yeah, of course his motorcycle gets damaged, gets destroyed, broken because he didn't get insurance. And he gets mad at Mordecai and Rigby and demanding them if they don't clean up this mess, they're fired. And yeah, of course they ate the hamburgers that were on the ground. Typical, I would say. But yeah, really good beginning, I would just say, to the regular show Lost Tapes. But yeah, I'd like to know what you think.